Welcome to Atmanramayana, where timeless wisdom meets modern insight. Join me, Svetanusha, and our resident expert Srini as we embark on a journey through the sacred narrative of the Ramayana.
So a while ago you were mentioning that humility is one of the traits for Maryada Purushottam. So explain me how being humble or humility plays a critical role in becoming a good leader.
Great. So, one of the virtues or one of the traits that leaders are expected to have today is their ability to come across as humble.
Mm.
Because given the structure of organization, as a leader, you've put in a pedestal already.
Mm.
So, there is a hierarchy, there is a title, there is a power structure which has already made you one up.
Correct.
And that brings lot of defense mechanism in the people. So, if the person in charge there, he actually comes across as humble, then he actually makes it life easy for others to understand and align themselves to it.
Mm.
Now, one of the traits that we expect or that we always keep talking about, which even Rama demonstrates in Ramayana, is where he says vulnerability is strength.
Mm-hmm.
So, as much as Rama is extremely courageous, confident, and everything,
Mm.
but he is okay to express his vulnerabilities, or whenever there is he is vulnerable, he actually goes and seeks help.
Mm.
He never falls into the trap of what we typically call in modern day as mard ko dard nahi hota.
Mm.
He never falls into that trap. So there is this time, so there is only one episode where in Ramayana he is crying, and that is when he realizes Sita has been abducted.
Oh.
And so they collect all the jewels which Sita has dropped on her way to Lanka. They bring all the jewels and they ask Rama, can you please identify whether these jewels belongs to her?
Mm.
So it is said that Rama's eyes were completely moist
Mm.
and he couldn't see them. So he is very humbly he asked Lakshmana, can you please identify and tell whether these jewels belong to Sita?
Sita.
The same is while building the bridge to Lanka. He is perfectly okay asking help with Nal and Neel
Mm-hmm.
and helping and requesting others to build the bridge. The same is with taking others' help as and when they come.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea of humility is कि when you come across as a fellow human being who is susceptible to challenges, who is susceptible to things going wrong and coming across as a thing,
Mm.
people reciprocate more.
Mm.
People feel कि okay, I have a leader whom I can relate to.
Mm.
And today, if you look at the way the corporates are functioning, very less leaders are doing it.
Correct.
More and more leaders, if you see, they get alienated, they sit in the corner offices, they come across as very macho, and they think that machoism, that bravado will get them. But people do realize it's a real thing or a false thing. And people want the leaders to be authentic.
Mm.
And authentic leaders are humble.
Yeah.
They are completely there. They have the courage to ask help.
Mm.
So there is a very interesting thing which we keep saying, courage to ask help is actually a sign of not giving up.
Mm-hmm.
People think courage to ask help is a sign of giving up.
Yeah.
So
Also
which is very wrong,
weakness.
right? Because when I have the courage to ask help, that means my intention is not to give up. That's why I'm still asking
Correct.
you. Intention to not give up is what we discussed in one of our past episodes, that grit and resilience, that I don't want to give up.
Yes. Yes.
So these all are interconnected. So when you ask somebody's help, it is perfectly okay.
Mm.
Everybody knows we are not equipped to handle all the challenges in life.
Mm.
And there will be points of time when we would talk
Need
or we
support.
need help support.
Mm.
So humility is all about that. Our ability or aspect to understand that vulnerability is strength.
True. So, since we are talking about vulnerability, let me also ask you a question about failure.
Hmm.
So, we were always told that Rama is as human as us.
Yes,
Even though we know that he is the reincarnation of Vishnu, in Ramayana it is always said that he is as human as us.
correct.
So, one of the common traits or factors that we all humans have is fear of failure.
Yes.
So, do you think in throughout his journey, did Rama also face such fears?
So interestingly, there is nothing written or nowhere it is mentioned Rama had fear of failure.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is very simple is because he always was following dharma.
Hmm.
So he always knew he was on the right side. He always knew he was following what is righty is.
Hmm.
And probably that is why that virtue of fear of failure is not anywhere there.
Hmm.
He gets, interestingly, in one episode, he gets angry, which is also very rare. So,
Hmm.
Rama typically, the moment you imagine Rama, you imagine a kind of a very soft,
Yes.
sweet person
Patient.
who's completely calm.
Correct.
But there is an episode where Rama gets angry when he feels that the whole earth has, this planet has betrayed
Oh.
because they never protected Sita when she was getting abducted.
Oh.
And in that that's one episode where he's so angry that he wants to destroy the planet.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I don't want to live here and I don't want anything to happen here. And it is Lakshmana who brings him back to senses. So that's the only one episode where you actually have reversal of roles. So
Mm.
generally it is Lakshmana who gets upset and Rama calms down. But here in this episode it's Rama who loses it and Lakshmana calms down.
Mm.
So there are episodes like that where you see the other side of Rama, which is very strange, which is angry and all that. But nowhere it is clearly mentioned that he had this fear of failure.
Had
He always
doubts.
felt that he was equipped to handle any challenges
Mm.
because he was righteous. And he talks about it, if you are following the path of righteous,
Mm.
courage will always come to you.
Mm.